All right, we're back here at the Dowling Gym alongside Jimmy Cataldo, Mark Amadale, Aiden Pugh, our studio producer. Let's take a look at the starting lineups tonight. First of all, for the Valley Tigers under first-year head coach Brian Rickey. He's assisted by Tyler Anderson, Kevin Pierce and Josh Fry, the sophomore coaches. Joe Keelis and Spencer McGrain, the freshman coaches for Valley, who comes in with a record of 0-3. They are the three-time defending champs. Started out the season with losses at Ankeny, against Southeast Polk, and against number 1 Waukee Northwest last Tuesday night. And the Tigers will start this lineup at one guard, Sam Strong, a 5'11 senior, averaging 14 points, so we're number 2. The other guard is Keen Jorgensen, part-time starter last year, a 6'1 junior, averaging 7.5 points, so we're number 10. The point guard for Valley is Jaden Attaway, 6' junior, averaging 12.5 points. He is their leading scorer, and he'll wear number 12. At one forward, Braden Schoberl. Coach Cataldo, you remember him, tight end, H-back for the Valley football team, 6'3", 220-pound junior, averaging 3.5 points and 3 rebounds. He'll wear number 32. And at center, Eddie Heibel, 6'5 senior, leads the team with 10.5 rebounds as he averages each game. They're going to play college golf. Off the bench for Valley, Jack Tracy, a 5'11 junior, Will Clayton, a 5'9 senior, and Denault Moore. Played cornerback on that football team for Valley. 6'4 senior will come off the bench along with Ryder Knapp. So that is the Valley starters. Now for Dowling Catholic. Head coach Justin Einertson in his third year, 30 wins, 20 losses at Dowling, assisted by Jimmy Nahas, John Nagel, and Zach Nicholson and Kevin O'Hare. Maroons' record is 3-0. They are preseason ranked number 7. And they'll start at one guard, the point guard, Nate Jenkins, a 6'1 senior, averaging 9.5 points, wearing number 2. The other guard is the other point guard, Noah Martins, a 6' senior, averaging 19.5 points, wearing number 11. And the third guard is Gio Keelis, 6'3 senior, averaging 11.5 points. He'll wear number 21. At one forward, Alfred Coley, a 6'8 senior, 6'8 junior rather, averaging 10 points, 8.5 rebounds. He'll wear number 0. And the other forward is Evan Mitchell, a 6'4 sophomore, averaging 3 points. Off the bench for Dowling, Sam Ralston, Leighton Oldfield, Davin Tritton, and Jimmy Bonhoeffer. As Maroons come in with a record of 3-0, Valley 0-3. So there is the tail of the tape. Maroons come in averaging 63.5 points on offense, give up 47 on defense. Valley averages 53 points on offense, gives up 64 on defense. So what say you, Coach Cataldo, in this matchup?
Maroons are going to have to definitely guard Valley's 2 guards in Strawn and Attaway, both leading in double figures average points. But watch the Maroons if they get zoned tonight by Valley, who threw a zone against Waukee Northwest the other night. Maroons have not been zoned very often, and so having to put the ball up consistently from outside the three-point arc is maybe something that the Maroons are going to have to do tonight.
All right, Brian Abel tosses it in the air, and it's controlled by Valley. They go left to right, and they're all black uniforms with white trim and red border. Dowling in their home white uniforms, maroon numbers and maroon trim and border. And here's Valley with the basketball first. They go on the offensive end, and now a little scoop shot in the lane. Good by Keen Jorgensen. So the Tigers get the first 2 points of the contest, and it's 2-0 Valley against Dowling's man-to-man defense.
Saw Jorgensen a little bit last year as a sophomore. Pretty a talented young man, and went hard to the basket there and completed his layup.
Corner 3 no good by Dowling. And that was Nate Jenkins with the miss. And now in the lane, a shot blocked out of bounds. And a nice job by the Maroons as Evan Mitchell blocked the shot of Keen Jorgensen, out of bounds off Jorgensen.
I love the lineup the Maroons are going with the 2 bigs in Evan Mitchell and Alfred Coley. 2 very big presence underneath. Gets the 3 guards of the Maroons out there moving around more fluidly to get a nice shot.
Well, the Maroons come out in their flex offense. They ran it for a series, and now corner 3, it's up and no good, but by Dowling's Martins, rebound Jenkins, and now a 3-pointer top of the key, no good by Evan Mitchell. So Maroons got a couple looks, but nothing to gain. It's 2-0 Valley. Tigers in the front court. With it is Schoberl. Now he gets it out beyond the arc to Keen Jorgensen. Now back to Schoberl. Braden in the lane. Tries to leave it for Heibels, and it's stolen away by Dowling. Mitchell comes away with it. Dowling in the front court. Now Mitchell for 3. It's good. Right in front of the Valley bench. The sophomore, Evan Mitchell, with his first 3. second of the year. Just 3-2 Dowling by one.
You would think Mitchell's presence is more inside the paint, but he's shown that is willing to take those three-point shots. Hasn't hit a ton of them on the year, but it knocks down his second shot of this young game.
All right, Valley with the basketball in the front court. Attaway with it. Dribbles baseline. Guarded by Martins. 6 minutes to play. Dowling 3, Valley 2 in this boys contest. Dowling girls a winner in game 1, 68-47. Now Tigers with 8 on the shot clock. Get it at the top of the key. This is Schobel with a shot. It's no good from mid-range in the lane. Rebound Dowling. Keyless will launch the 3 up and off the back iron, no good. Tipped by Mitchell, no good. Rebound Valley and Jaden Attaway on the Tigers down court. Here's Jorgensen with it, and it's stolen away by Keyless. Maroons are getting after it on defense here.
Well, we knew that they'd have to play pretty competitive with the guards. The Maroons are doing.
Here's Martins underneath. His shot no good. Rebound Valley. Schobel comes away with it. Outlet pass to Heibels down the lane. Layup good. Nice move by Heibels. Hasn't played since his freshman year, but he took it to the hole there, and the Valley Tigers lead at 4-3.
Heibels leads the Valley Tigers with 10 rebounds averaging on the year, which is a ton for a young man who hasn't been playing varsity basketball in a while.
Isn't it great to come into a gym and see it full? Both sides. That's awesome.
Even the band showed up tonight. And
absolutely.
Finals
now,
next week.
There's a high-low underneath to Coley, and its shot is no good off the glass. Nice pass that time by Evan Mitchell, the high-low. Mitchell from beyond the three-point arc. Got it to Coley, but he couldn't finish. Valley the other way. The Tigers have it. Here's Heibels with it. Dribble handoff. Now a fadeaway jumper in the baseline. No good by Strawn of Valley. Rebound Dowling.
Great rebound by Martins on that.
Now here is Coley with it. He does a head fake, takes it to the glass, and draws the foul.
Maroons have shot 5 3-pointers on this early part of this game. They've only made one. First time really seeing the Maroons tack in the basket in Keyless there. Maroons are so successful playing downhill, either converting on the layup or drawing fouls throughout this young season. Keyless drawing the foul, getting 2 shots here.
Yeah, Keyless at the free throw line, hits the first free throw. Gio, a 77% free throw shooter. Tonight's officials, Bryant Abel, Jason Alons, and Michael Joensen. Second free throw by Keyless. Good. Gio's dad is the freshman boys coach at Valley. And hopefully he's not beating up on Coach O'Hare too bad in that small gym and gets a chance to watch his son play for the Tigers. Dowling 5, Valley 4. Both teams trading leads. Now we got traveling on the Tigers as Sam Strawn, maybe one dribble too many.
4th turnover by Valley here just 4 minutes into the game. Valley averaging 13 turnovers on the year. Causing 4 just in the first quarter.
Dowling with the ball on the Valley turnover. There's Jenkins with it, gets it out to Mitchell. Now they reverse to Martins. Nice closeout that time by Valley's Attaway on Martins. That's a great matchup. And now Martins reverse layup, left it short. Offensive rebound, Keyless no good. Coley with the rebound. Maroons on the boards, but couldn't get anything to fall, but they did draw the foul. And that'll be on Braden Schobel, his first for Valley. Sending to the line, Alfred Coley, a 54% free throw shooter. And his first free throw no good. Tonight's game of the Iowa Catholic Radio Network brought to you in part by Iowa Wealth Management, Ashworth Vision Clinic, and Bozen the Florist. Alongside Jimmy Cataldo, I'm Mark Amadeo. Aiden Pugh, our studio producer. Thought we were going to do a weather and traffic update with you, Coach Cataldo, see how everything was on I-29 and I-80. But on your way back from South Dakota,
I could do the weather report. I can do the road report.
Yeah, but get me mobile. You cannot multitask and drive. I know that. I've seen you call football plays. I know you can only do one thing: draw up the play, call the play. Valley with the ball. Dowling leads by 2, 6-4. This largest lead for Dowling here in this first quarter. Valley with the ball, Jorgensen with it, throws in the corner, and Schobel left his spot. Turnover against the Tigers.
Give that to the Maroons defense, playing really strong, bodying up everything, contesting, forcing Valley's 5th turnover now. 5 minutes into the game.
All right, Dowling with the ball following the turnover. 3:15 to go first quarter. Dowling 6, Valley 4. Maroons running their flex offense here. You don't know what that is, do you?
The flex offense, I learned basketball with the flex offense.
Okay, that's what you should learn, Don. That's because it involves screening and
back cutting.
Absolutely.
And easy shots at the rim.
Now Keyless with the ball, and he draws the foul. And we got to get Strawn with his first foul. Team foul number 3 on Valley. Yeah, Schoberl, Attaway, and Strawn with a foul each. So 3 team fouls on Valley, none on Dowling. And the Maroons inbound the ball. Jenkins gets underneath to Mitchell. He loses it out of his hands, but offensive rebound, Coley. His putback no good. Gets his own rebound, tipped by Mitchell and into the hands of Valley. The Maroons have gotten 3 offensive boards, but nothing to show, Jimmy.
Well, it just the Maroons are manipulating their own shot around the rim, and they just really don't need to do that. Just go up strong, 2 hands, and find the easiest part of the rim. Don't have to go underneath, backside. Go up strong, draw a foul.
And now here's a steal by Dowling. They poke the ball away from Kane Jorgensen, and another turnover by Valley underneath their own basket. So here is Dowling with the ball. 2:15 to go first quarter. 6-4 Dowling, low scoring game. Here's Martins in the lane. Jump stops, kicks it out to Keyless for 3. Up good! Kane Jorgensen couldn't catch up to him, and a 30-second timeout called by Valley. The Maroons lead by 5, 9-4. And Gio Keyless with his 5th point of the night, Jimmy.
It gets him excited. The Maroons just hit their 2nd 3-pointer of the night on 6 attempts. Not much underneath the rim, as we talked. They're 0 of 6 from underneath the rim, but 2 of 3 from 3 and 3 from 4 at the free throw line. Maroons are finding ways, hitting the 3-point shot and rebounding. They have 7 rebounds on the night, and I mentioned Valley's turnovers at 5. So things are starting to add up negatively for Valley. Maroons are trying to find their stride, hitting a big 3-point shot by Keyless.
And I didn't mention this with you, but other games going on tonight. Johnson at Waukee Northwest in a girl-boy contest, and Johnson girls pull it out 47-41. So the Johnson girls have won 58 in a row, and they will take on the Dowling gals Tuesday night. They've won 60 in a row at home, and so that wouldn't have mattered either way. But, yeah, 58 in a row, and the Dowling girls are next. That should be fun Tuesday night.
You just knew Coach Jellick would pull that one out, being down, 3 with under 2 minutes.
Now Valley comes out of the timeout, and Eddie Heibels shoots and scores. That's a 3-pointer for Heibels. His first of the year and probably of his career, since he wasn't out last 2 years. It's 9-7 Dowling. Maroons in the front court. Dowling with 1 change during that timeout. And that was Jimmy Baumhover in there.
Nice reverse layup by Nate Jenkins, hitting the baseline hard, reverse layup.
Steady Nate. And now a turnover by Valley. Coley down court as Sam Ralston feeds it to him, and he shoots and scores, and a foul on Valley.
Tremendous transition by Alfred Coley, coming hard, and he thought he was going to put down the dunk, but Valley gets his hand in, draws a foul, but his strength allows him to get an and one opportunity.
Strawn with his 2nd foul. He'll take a seat on the bench. And Coley a chance for an and one. Free throw no good. He is 1 for 3 tonight at the line, and now ball goes out of bounds. They say it went off Valley. So the Maroons will re-enter. Evan Mitchell. Sitting down will be Nate Jenkins and Alfred Coley.
Maroons are attacking the offensive board relentlessly right now. Out of their 7 rebounds, 4 of them have been offensive rebounds.
Jimmy Baumhover in there, as we mentioned earlier, along with Noah Martins. Martins coming off a ball screen by Mitchell. Gets it over in the corner. Here's Ralston. Corner 3, left wing. Good! How about that guy? Ralston doesn't get the start tonight. Comes off the bench and drains a 3.
I thought this was a great opportunity for Sam Ralston. Just getting a different role coming off the bench would be better for him in his game. And hitting his first shot has to be exciting for him.
In the lane, a shot no good by Eddie Heibels. Rebound Dowling. Maroons holding Tigers to 1 shot. 16-7. Dowling with the lead. 40 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Now corner 3 again by Ralston. It's no good. Rebound Keyless has the ball slapped out of his hands by Attaway. Now they get it to Martins. Noah with the ball gets to Ralston, and he ran without the ball and threw it away. Out of bounds, Valley.
Trying to do too much a little bit there. Ralston saw a lane baseline and tries to take off and didn't really get the pass from Martins. Just the Maroons' first turnover on the night.
16-7. Dowling with the lead over Valley. Girls game won by Dowling, 68-41. Second-ranked Dowling girls and number 5 Valley. And now underneath, a layup with the right hand, no good by Hybels. Rebound Dowling, and Maroons, with the shot clock turned off, have 10 seconds and apparently the final possession of the first quarter, leading by 9. Now it'll be Martins for 3, no good. Tip by Mitchell, no good. Gets his own rebound and it puts it up and it's no good. So we've come to the end of the first quarter here at the Dowling Gym. With the score in this boys contest, Dowling 16 and the Valley Tigers 7. Alongside Jimmy Cataldo, Mark Amadale will return with the second quarter in 1 minute along the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
From Rockwell to Rembrandt and everywhere at iowacatholicradio.com or the Iowa Catholic Radio app. Listener-supported Iowa Catholic Radio, connecting people to Christ.
The radio home for your Dowling Catholic Maroons. 105.5 KIHS, Perry, Des Moines. iowacatholicradio.com and the Iowa Catholic Radio mobile app. Encounter Jesus.
KIHS, Perry, KDVM, Mason City, KCSL, Spencer.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Bozen the Florist. Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, weddings, whatever the message, say more with Bozen. Bozen.com, 515-244-ROSE. Bozen makes the moment mean more.
Support for programming provided by Iowa Wealth Management, a fee-only investment advisory firm helping clients grow and protect their wealth, offering personalized investment strategies as well as financial and estate planning. Learn more at iowawealth.com, committed to creating peace and purpose in your finances.
And welcome back to the Dowling Gym, underway here in the second quarter. Dowling boys leading Valley 16-7 alongside Jimmy Cataldo, Mark Amadale. Number 1 Johnston girls a winner tonight. They had to hold off a very strong Waukee Northwest team. 47-41 the final. Johnston girls keep that winning streak alive. They're now at 58 in a row. And that'll be their matchup with Dowling later. Now whistling a foul on the Tigers as we start the second quarter here.
Keelis drawing the foul on a three-point shot. Going to get 3 free throws here. And
Hybels commits the foul. And the first of 3. Go ahead, Jimmy. You got your first quarter stats, if you would.
The stat that sticks out right now is the Maroons' ability to rebound the basketball in the first quarter. 11 rebounds for the Maroons. Vast majority of those coming off offensive rebound. Just 1 turnover, shooting 5 of 18 from the field. In Valley, 3 of 8 from the field. 6 total rebounds and 6 turnovers for the Valley Tigers in the first quarter.
Keelis hits the first 2 free throws, third one on the way. Good. So he's 5 for 5 at the line, and he's got 1 field goal. 8 points for Gio Keelis, the 6'3 senior for the Maroons. Also hit his 6th 3 of the year, and it's 19-7. Dowling by 12. This is the Maroons' largest lead. Now a steal by Ralston. Now to Coley to slam it, and the ball bounces in the air, and it's rebounded by Valley. So Coley misses the dunk, and Valley comes away with it, and Jorgensen has it.
A little poetic. The Maroons have just struggled to get the ball in the basket inside the paint. That time, Coley going up strong for the dunk and missing it off the back rim.
Now here's a steal by the Maroons. This is Martins with the steal, and Noah's going to slam it home. So what Coley couldn't do as a center, Martins does as a starting point guard.
All small guys out there. Martins, coming up strong and putting it on. And we've seen him. His ability to elevate has been strong. And third turnover for the
And he'll
Tigers.
jam it again, but kind of slipped out of his hand and scored. 4 points now for Martins. He was held scoreless. Timeout Valley, and it's 23-7. We'll keep it here with 6:47 remaining second quarter. Dowling 23, Valley 7 here in this boys contest. Oh my goodness, Jimmy.
Well, we've seen Dowling's defense elevating here tonight. We've also seen this throughout the first 3 games in the year. Their ability to put high pressure on the defensive side against their opponents. And tonight, they came out strong, a little bit more motivated, being a rivalry game. The crowd's in it. It's Friday night. Christmas break is coming, and these guys came out and showed up defensively. Valley, 3 possessions in the second quarter, 3 turnovers, 9 in the game for Valley.
I'm impressed. A lot of people not doing their Christmas shopping on this Friday. They're here watching high school basketball. Hats off to them, Dowling and Valley fans.
And those who can't drive, tune in, listen to us. Mark's wife just left, so Mark's loosened up. His shirt got unzipped a little bit. He feels a little bit more, at ease. No more pressure from him.
It was bad enough when Coach Allens, who's one of our officials tonight, is also a football coach over at Waukee Northwest. It's bad enough he comes over. He said, I had to listen to you to call all the playoff games. I said, well, it was my pleasure.
No,
Did you learn anything?
You got to ask, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Because I'm not quite sure how to take that.
He didn't quite say it. I'm not going to question him now because he's out here with a whistle. I don't want to. But no, Jason Allens is one of the top flight officials. He also helps coach at Waukee Northwest. What a year they had.
Yes.
They were ranked number 1 most of the year until that team called Iowa City Liberty knocked them off in the semis. Otherwise, have been Dowling and Waukee Northwest. And now Valley out of the timeout. Layup no good by Attaway. Rebound Dowling and Nate Jenkins. Let's set the Dowling got their starters back in. I think they do. Yep. Keyless, Jenkins, Martins, along with Coley and Mitchell. Mitchell underneath. And reverse layup good. Boy, he backed in Hybels and had him pinned for the layup.
Evan Mitchell has grown up so much in his physical strength and maturity. And being in this type of a stage, not surprised he's not excelling, taking the ball hard and converting.
Dowling 25 and Valley 7, and now the Tigers lose it on the baseline. Dowling by 18 and the basketball after that turnover. What's the turnovers again?
That's number 10.
Wow, and we're not even halfway through this second quarter. And now here's a three-pointer by Mitchell, no good. Keyless with the tip, it's no good. Rebound Valley. Tigers in the front court. Here's Strawn, running jumper in the lane, left it short. Offensive rebound, Denault Moore. Denault, one of those key players for Coach Swenson's defense, played a cornerback, headed to Iowa Western Community College to play football, and he brings that presence off the bench, Jimmy, that Valley needs. And now a long 3 by the Tigers. It's no good by Ryder Knapp, who just checked in. Knapp, the transfer from Waukee, rebound Dowling, and underneath layup good. And Noah Martin's having his way. He's got all 6 of his points here in the second quarter.
A typical Noah Martin's game, getting off to a little bit slow start. Got his first points late in the first quarter. Rattled off 6 since.
Now traveling by Valley as they got Denault Moore underneath, and he travels with the basketball. Braden Schober will check back in for Valley along with Keen Jorgensen, so a couple of starters back in. Eddie Hybels will sit down, as will Ryder Knapp. Knapp on a number change. He was wearing number 3 up until tonight. Valley ordered some new uniforms, the gray ones, and they didn't have a number 3.
Didn't come in.
No, well, number 3 wasn't on there, so he said, we'll just change numbers, make it easy. He's won the rest of the year, but if you're on bound, it's number 3 for now. On the left, Dowling with the ball, leading by 20. And underneath, Martin just shot no good, but slamming it home is Alfred Coley. Wow.
The way he can elevate and attack the rim when the shot goes up, and Alfred's done so well at that over the last 4 games. And he's being rewarded every time he goes there. 5
points for Coley and a 3-pointer by Valley the other way. It's no good from the corner by Keen Jorgensen. Now Coley, battling an ankle injury, suffered last night. He went through a little bit of treatment today, and I know after the candle lighting he was in there, and now he gets the ball underneath, backs in against Moore. His shot no good and out of bounds, and they say it went off the guy wire, so it'll be out of bounds Valley. But so Alfred battling his ankle injury, showing no ill effects other than that slam dunk that he missed that almost hit the roof.
Well, you get a little bit of adrenaline, and sometimes that pain goes away with a good tape job by Sarah Mashad, one of our elite trainers here at Dowling.
Absolutely, and Evan Mitchell battling that turf toe that he suffered Tuesday night up at Centennial, and got the start and playing well. And he's on the bench right now. As the Maroons now have Jimmy Baumhover in, and now here's a 3-pointer blocked out of bounds by Jenkins, safe from going out by Ralston. Here's Jenkins in the front court. Nate leaves it for Martins. Noah down the lane, layup is up and no good. Drew the foul, and Noah Martins playing with that reckless abandon that he has. Drew the foul. It'll be on Keen Jorgensen.
I've just been so in awe with the Maroons and how they play the game downhill in these 4 games that we've watched. They're so quick off the dribble, and the guard play is incredible. And then you get the height with Alfred Coley, and it's just been a great recipe for the Maroons in the early part of the season. And to think Charlie Crane, Maddox Coppola, arguably two of the better players, not the best players on this Maroon team, has yet to see minutes. You can really think what the Maroons can do here in this season.
All right, Martins goes 1 for 2 at the free throw line. Noah with 7 points, 30-7, Dowling. Maroons by 23, their largest lead of the contest over the Valley Tigers. Maroons jumped out to a 16-7 lead, and Valley hasn't scored here in the second quarter. Here's Denault Moore, now gets in the corner. Three-pointer up, no good. Cold shooting. Sam Strong with the corner 3 miss on the left side. Rebound Dowling. Here's Martins in the front court. In the corner to Ralston for another 3. It's off the back iron, no good. Offensive rebound, Baumhover. And Dowling keeps possession.
Offensive rebounds.
Here's Martins for 3 again. It's no good. And a rebound to Denault Moore and Valley. Now a steal in the backcourt by Martins and reverse layup, good. Noah did not give up on the play, and he's got 9 points, all in the second quarter.
You've seen the veteran play by this Dowling Maroon versus a very young and inexperienced Valley team.
32-7 Dowling. Now a steal by Martins, but stolen back by Valley, and the layup up and good as they get it ahead to Keen Jorgensen. He has 4 of Valley's 9 points. 32-9 Maroons.
A little bit of a trap, full court press by Valley. I think maybe going to come out into a zone for the first time.
And now Jenkins has it. Now gets back in the corner to Ralston underneath the Coley. Coley looking for a cutter, can't find one, gets to Martins. Noah with it. Gets it over to Jenkins for 3. It's off the back iron, no good. Offensive rebound, Ralston. Back out to Baumhover. Over to Ralston for 3 in the corner again. It's no good. And the rebound, Attaway and Valley. 32-9, Dowling. Under 2 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Now pull-up jumper up, no good by Attaway, and rebound Dowling. At halftime, we'll catch up with either one of the 2 assistant coaches for Dowling, Audrey Faber.
Newly married.
New last name. We'll catch up with either her or Joel Danner. As Audrey Faber, Coach Francis now.
Is she going by Coach Francis?
Yeah.
Awesome.
She's getting everything switched. I call
That's
it.
strong.
I come in and say, how's it
that
going,
Faber name is awesome.
Why wouldn't you? Of course, her husband, Riley France, assistant coach at one of the top teams in Class 3A boys basketball over at ADM. He is a varsity assistant. So basketball talking a lot during their honeymoon stage. Here's a steal by Keelis, who's back in the lineup for Dowling, to Martins. Minute 15 to play, and they work underneath. Layup good. Evan Mitchell gets loose, but got the benefit of the great pass. He has 7 points. And Valley the other way. As Maroons, or rather, Hybels gets loose, and he's got 5 points to.
Half-court trap by Valley, then pushing back into a 2-3 zone.
Keelis now breaks the zone. Long 3, no good. Fight for the rebound. Keelis comes up with it. Gets it out to Mitchell for 3, and he traveled before the shot. 34-11, Dowling over Valley with 49 seconds remaining.
How about the offensive rebounds by the Maroons
What
tonight?
does that look like?
It's hard to tell. Maroons have 21 total rebounds on the night, and at least half of them have come from the offensive side. But they're kicking them back out for 3-point shots that are greatly contested when they're having so much success attacking the rim.
Yeah, Dowling's been averaging 32 rebounds on the season. Valley just 23, and that may show a whistle and a foul on Valley. It'll be on Denault Moore, his second.
No, actually, the foul's on Dowling.
Going on Dowling.
Oldfield, who came in at the last break.
So Leighton Oldfield, a 6'2 sophomore, with his first foul. He didn't get in very long. He just checked in. And the free throw, no good by Keen Jorgensen. Jorgensen with 6 points, and now Martins for 3, no good. Offensive rebound, Dowling. That's Oldfield with the offensive board. Gets it out to Keelis for 3, good. Gio Keelis with 11 points here in the first half. That's his second 3.
Kept alive. Offensive rebound by Leighton Oldfield. Finding the kick out to Keelis.
37-13 Dowling, and now a shot in the lane, no good, but the offensive putback up and good by Eddie Hybels. Hybels with 9 points.
Maroons attacking the press in transition. Noah Martins finding a cutting Nate Jenkins. for the layup.
And Jenkins with his 4th point. And that'll do it as the horn sounds in the final minute of the first half. And it's 39-15. Dowling over Valley here at halftime. The Maroons hold Valley to 8 points in the first half. So we're going to take a break. Come back with our halftime guest. Oh, it's the newlywed. So we'll talk to the formerly known as Audrey Faber. We'll talk to her after this timeout. Our score, Dowling 39, Valley 15 in this boys contest. Earlier tonight, the Dowling girls defeated Valley 68-47, the battle of number 2 versus number 5. And over at Waukee Northwest, it was number 1 Johnston girls defeating Waukee Northwest 47-41. The Johnston girls 58 wins in a row. And up next for them, the Dowling Maroons on Tuesday night. We'll take a break, take a 2-minute break, come back with assistant coach Audrey Francis along the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
From Gredinger to Garden Grove and everywhere at iowacatholicradio.com or the Iowa Catholic Radio app. Listener-supported Iowa Catholic Radio, connecting people to Christ.
Throughout history, our Lord has shown us that He is truly present in the Blessed Sacrament. Experience these wonders for yourself as Iowa Catholic Radio presents the Vatican International Exhibition Eucharistic Miracles of the World at St. John's Catholic Church in Mount Vernon. Now through December 16th. Learn more about how you can bring this beautiful panel display to your parish, school, or faith-based organization by calling 515-223-1150 or visit iowacatholicradio.com.
Do you believe in the importance of Catholic education? Do you owe Iowa income tax this year? Consider a gift to the Catholic Tuition Organization to help worthy students attend Catholic schools in the diocese and receive an Iowa tax credit of 75% of your donation. If you give $1,000 to CTO, you'll receive a tax credit of $750. Pledge or donate online at ctoiowa.org. The bottom line, it's for the kids and their futures.
Support for programming is provided by Construction Professionals, serving customers through a proven process, creating unique design, functionality, and artistic beauty. Construction Professionals is a Catholic family business built on a strong foundation. cpcustomhomes.com.
Support for programming provided by Iowa Wealth Management, a fee-only investment advisory firm helping clients grow and protect their wealth, offering personalized investment strategies as well as financial and estate planning. Learn more at iowawealth.com, committed to creating peace and purpose in your finances.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Ashworth Vision Clinic. Complete eye exams, contact lenses, glasses, glaucoma testing, and urgent eye issues. 515-440-4610. AshworthVision.com.
It's the Catholic Morning Show with Bo Bonner, Matt Wilkham, Aiden Pugh, and Alexia Baker.
Coming up Monday, Patrick Smedeke from the Diocese of Davenport shows how Advent can teach us an incarnational evangelization. Dr. Jim Blessman joins us fresh from his latest journey to help bless those in need in rural South Africa. Checking in with Joe Stopulos, plus we'll have all the news, sports, and weather, and Saint info to get your week started right.
The Catholic Morning Show, weekdays at 7, only on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network, connecting people to Christ.
Iowa Catholic Radio, connecting listeners to Christ every day with people like you.
Hi, this is Father Wade Menezes of the Fathers of Mercy, host of EWTN Radio's Open Line Tuesday. Thanks for listening to Iowa Catholic Radio.
All right, we're back here at the Dowling Gym. Place is full tonight. Dance team performing here at halftime. Dowling boys leading Valley 39-15. Alongside Jimmy Cataldo, Mark Amadale, now joined by Audrey Faber, currently known as Audrey Francis.
Yes.
Husband is Riley, who's out coaching basketball at Adel. I go through anymore. That's a long story, Audrey.
We have time.
Well, we do. We love these. I'll tell Coach Wilson to give us an extra 10 minutes. But how you doing, kiddo?
Good. Really good after that win.
Look at that ring.
I know.
Cataldo, have you seen this ring?
Yeah.
Just make sure. Yeah, she can't go around our wives because if you're going to flaunt that, and it's like, honey.
Hey, they deserve it.
A lot of these young kids make us look bad.
They
because
deserve it.
Yeah, I got to talk to Riley when he gets it. He'll be here, I'm sure.
He'll be here soon.
Hey, congratulations on the win tonight. Dowling girls defeating a very fine Valley team, 68-47. And what'd you like about what you saw?
Yeah.
It's nice to finally play in state. I mean, this is what, you're only your third game against Iowa teams and Metro teams. You played 4 games out of state, so thanks for being up here where Coach Cataldo and I can watch
I know, we appreciate it. It's so nice to play at home, too. I mean,
it is.
Obviously it's great to play in front of your home crowd, but just a really balanced attack from our team, which I think was so fun to see. A lot of people finding ways to score. Obviously the Mullers were pretty good tonight, so we'll take that. But we saw Liv get involved, so just really exciting to see other people kind of put the ball in the basket.
Yep, I'm impressed with Maddie Rice and Olivia Meredith tonight. The Sears girl got shaken up a little bit, so she probably, hopefully it's nothing, but you know, hey, welcome to varsity basketball. I'm sure you've told them that with all your experiences in the Big East and the Central Iowa Metro League, Audrey, but a lot of kids contributing, and you shared the ball well, and I think you go into halftime with a 14-point lead after a 2-point lead at the end of the first quarter. Valley came out and came after you.
They did, yep. I mean, the biggest thing was just finding stops, which Joel does a great job of making sure we're prepared. And, you know, in the second quarter, we kind of strung together some stops and then obviously scored on the other end. So it was nice to have that little push to end the first half.
Yeah, it certainly was. A visit with Audrey Faber, or formerly known as Faber, now Audrey Francis.
I know.
Assistant coach on the Dowling team. What's going on up there? You got youth night, DCBC.
They want all our girls' autographs. They're big time.
They don't want yours.
No, I know.
They certainly don't want Coach Cataldo's.
I'm here with you guys.
That's right.
Yeah.
With the common folk, we're right here, letting our listeners know.
Yeah.
Okay, well, obviously you've played in Minnesota this year with this group.
Yes.
Down in Missouri, we haven't got the feedback there, but you knocked off one of the top teams in Arkansas, I think second ranked a week ago tonight, and then you won on Saturday. So talk about that experience.
Yeah, our first game, obviously, against a team from Arkansas. They had a really, really good guard, so that was kind of our focal point, just playing really good defense. And, you know, after a travel day, just showing up there can be kind of tough, but proud of our team. We came out and kind of figured some things out. Obviously came away with a win there, and then played the home team Tipton, which is always tough, right? Playing them on their home court, and they had just won a football state championship, so the whole town was there, I think.
I'll bet they were.
So, which was great for our girls. It was a great environment. You know, they gave us all we could handle, but you know, Katie, Ellie, our leaders stepped up, and we came away with a win.
Well, you love that the fact that you're battle tested.
For sure.
Going into next week, which is the game I think all of Central Iowa, if not the state of Iowa, was wanting to see. Both Johnston and Dowling coming into the game undefeated.
Yeah.
Talk about that matchup coming up and where your girls at going into this.
Yeah, obviously we have a lot of respect for them. I mean, we've seen them twice now in the championship and, you know, been on the worst side of that. So we know we're going to have to be really prepared. And, you know, we have a couple freshmen, so it's just going to they're going to have to learn quick, right? Johnston's going to be prepared. They have a lot of threats, and, you know, we'll give them our best shot, and then we'll see them again later on in the season, I'm sure.
So, you know, a lot of these young kids, you know, Mark can joke about, did not get to see you play in your prime and at Creighton and playing against the UConns of the world and those big environments, big games. What are some things that you can instill in some of these younger kids to help them, you know, handle the moment and play at their best?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that I try to talk to them about is composure. You know, like these are pretty big environments for them, and so really just not letting all of that rattle you, right? You know how to play. You're here for a reason, right? Just slow down and play the game you know. So really just trying to instill that confidence in them that they're here for a reason, and if they just slow down and trust themselves, it'll all be okay.
I learned that when we go to Southeast Polk, I bring the Dowling girls team out before the freshman game and show them the spot where Faber hit the game-winning shot against Polk back in the day.
Back in the day. Oh, no.
You're a back in the day person now.
Back in the day. Now, Caitlin's got her logo stuff.
She does.
But Faber's got one right in the lane that I have marked.
I have one.
She has one, and it was an awesome one, Jimmy, at the day. That was awesome.
That's a fun memory.
I do. I do remember that.
It's a good one.
It's one of the good things about being alongside. Now, I was up in the balcony at Southeast Polk, but I remember calling that, and that was so awesome.
Yeah.
So awesome. So, got anything else for her?
Well, I just think that it's so unique here at Dowling to have somebody like Audrey being able to communicate to these girls. It's so important, these young girls having somebody to connect with. And I think, you know, Audrey, I think you do a great job with these young girls. And You've done a great job since you played here and stayed here.
Yeah.
So we're lucky to have you.
Yeah, it's been great. You know, the girls are great, so I can't say enough good things about them. I mean, every day is fun showing up to work with them.
All right, Aubrey, Faber, Francis.
Yeah. I'll respond to both.
Yeah, you will. We have to get used to that. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you,
Go
guys.
up and sign some posters.
I know.
You should be
I'll
signing
sneak up
more.
there.
You should be signing more than Coach Danner.
I'll sign one for both of you. How
I
about
appreciate that.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. We're going to take a 1-minute break. Come back. Halftime score, Dowling 39, Valley 15 in the boys contest. We'll return to the Dowling Gym in 1 minute along the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Support for programming provided by Iowa Wealth Management, a fee-only investment advisory firm helping clients grow and protect their wealth, offering personalized investment strategies as well as financial and estate planning. Learn more at iowawealth.com, committed to creating peace and purpose in your finances.
Lumen Media of the Diocese of Sioux City Office of Communications offers these features in the next Lumen Notes. Bishop Keener pens his annual support letter for the Catholic Charities Christmas collection. One diocesan priest has become a U.S. citizen. A parish library opens their collection up to other parishes. Registrations open for Turn 2026, and Sheldon offers dual language preschool. See these features and listen to the Illuminating Catholics podcast in the next Lumen Notes.
Attention, men of the Des Moines Diocese. The final pre-application meeting for the 2026 Diaconate Formation class is Sunday, January 4th at 1 p.m. in the Lower Church at St. Anthony Parish. For more information, contact vocations@dmdiocese.org.
All right, welcome back to the Dowling Gym. Underway here in the second half, third quarter. Dowling 41, Valley 15 as the Maroons get a basket underneath by Alfred Coley, who now has 7 points in the contest. And it's 41-15, but the Tigers come back and they shoot and score in the lane. Nice basket that time by Braden Schoborough. That's his 4th point. Both teams trading baskets, the opening of the third quarter. We will get our halftime stats through Jimmy Cataldo here in a moment. We'll catch up with some scoring once we get a dead ball or two. Dowling with the ball. They go left to right towards the south basket. Maroons wearing their home white uniforms, maroon numbers. And there's Jenkins for three. Nate's three-pointer no good. Top of the key. Rebound Schoborough and Valley. Stolen away by Martins. He's done that for the 3rd time tonight. Noah with the steal and basket. He's got 11.
We talked about Valley's turnovers in this game, having 13 in the first half and 2 in the third quarter, 15 on the game. But a little bit of success that Valley had in that trap zone. Then jumping back into it, really forcing the Maroons to shoot the three-point shot, and the Maroons have not converted.
Oh, three-pointer up and no good by Valley, but a foul on Dowling. That'll be on Mitchell, and Evan will pick up his first, and 3 free throws coming for Valley and Keen Jorgensen. So Jimmy, go ahead and give us your stats.
I had the Maroons 38% from the field in the first half, just 4 of 17 from 3, 23 total rebounds in the first half. Incredible by the Maroons to just 3 turnovers. Valley shot 35%, 7 of 20 from the field, had 12 total rebounds and 13 turnovers. Tail the tape, 13 turnovers to the Maroons 3, and the Maroons are getting offensive rebounds, 17 more shots the Maroons put up in the first half. A lot of those came from second chance points.
All right, Keen Jorgensen makes 1 of 3 free throws. He now has 7 points. The third missed shot. The third free throw was missed, rebounded by Dowling. Maroons in the front court. Hybels leads the way for Valley with 9 points. Schoborough with 4. And Jorgensen with 7. And now Dowling works the ball underneath. And layup up and good, and that was Coley with his 9th point.
Back cuts and finding yourself in position in that zone is the way to break it, and the Maroons found a spot using the height advantage with Alfred Coley to get the easy layup.
Run down some of the Dowling scoring. Maroons were 7 of 10 at the free throw line in the first half. Valley just 0 for 1. Tigers with it. Here's Strawn. Left wing 3. It's no good. Rebound Dowling and Coley. Hand it off to Martins. Lead pass to Jenkins. Layup good. Wow. That was a backcourt pass that he hit. We'll keep it here. Timeout on the floor. Nate Jenkins with 6 points. And it's Dowling 47, Valley 18. Wow.
Third way to break a zone is the transition, and the Maroons get up and go, finding Nate Jenkins behind the defense for the run-out transition layup.
29-point lead for the Dowling boys. They lead at 47-18. 5.5 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Let's take a look at scoring in the first half. Alfred Coley now has 9 points, but he had 5 at halftime. Nate Jenkins had 4 points at halftime, now has 6. Noah Martins held scoreless in the first quarter, had 9 points in the second quarter, now has 11. Also with 11, Gio Keelis, all in the first half, and Evan Mitchell with 7 points, who got the start tonight. Jimmy Baumhover played in the first half, did not score. Layden Oldfield played in the first half and did not score. And Sam Ralston with 3 points in the first half. Again, Dowling 7 of 10 at the free throw line in the first half. For Valley, we have Eddie Heibels, the senior center, with 9 points. Braden Schobel had 2 points at halftime. He now has 4. And Keen Jorgensen had 6 points at halftime. He now has 7. Sam Strawn did not score. And Jaden Attaway, their leading scorer, averaging 12.5 points, has not scored for Valley. Jimmy?
The Maroons are fighting, stretching out a big lead right now, staying with their starters, not really substituting, trying to find a different look with Evan Mitchell getting the start tonight. But the Maroons have certainly hit on all cylinders tonight in their defense. 3-point shot has been a little bit slow tonight, but hand that to Valley's zone defense, forcing the Maroons to take that shot.
All right, Valley works underneath, and a shot up and good by Eddie Heibels. Heibels with 11. And Tigers now showing a little full court pressure. Dowling breaks it.
And then they jump back into their 2-3 zone, forcing the Maroons to take the 3-point shot, work the ball around, fight a backdoor cut here. As that.
A nice pass by Keelis over to Mitchell. Layup no good, but the foul threw up and in by Alfred Coley, and he's just went to work. He's got 6 of his 11 points here in the second half.
It's just going to be interesting to listen to Coach Einertson talk about his team's ability to get the offensive rebounds, and second chance points tonight have been just huge for the Maroons.
Valley with the ball. Here's Strawn for 3. It's up and in and out, no good. Rebound Martins. 49-20. Dowling by 29. That equals their largest lead of the night. And now here's Jenkins in the lane, no good. But Coley fouls it up and in, slams it home. Alfred with 8 of his 13 here in the third quarter.
What you can't make in the paint, Alfred Coley's there to clean up, to get the offensive rebound and the putback. Big night for Alfred.
51-20. Dowling by 31. Now corner 3 up and good by Valley. Nice job that time. Sam Strong gets his first 3 points.
Actually, Knapp in his new jersey number 1.
Check that. You're right. Knapp. Transfer from Waukee. He's on that team last year. Coley for 3. That was nearly a logo 3. It's no good. Knapp with the rebound. As Riley Knapp, 6'1" senior, in the lineup, gets it to Strawn. Dowling stays man-to-man. Here's Attaway with it, dribbles around. Now they swing it over to Knapp for 3 again, no good. Rebound slapped out of bounds, and they say it went off of Jack Tracy, who's now in there for Valley.
We got so used to looking at Valley's teams with the Trevian Urak and Zay Robinson and Jaden Gregory and Kiki Day. Those guys, for 3 years, it seemed like every year we came back, they were there, and they played so good. And it's just so bizarre looking out at Valley and not seeing those guys. And you got to hand it to Coach Ricky, who's trying to put together a completely rebuilt team.
Right.
Some growing pains, of course, is going to happen, but I think he's trying to find a team that they can play good defense.
Baumhover for 3. It's good, but they're going to wave it off. He traveled before the shot, the little bunny hops, if you will. So traveling on Baumhover. Dowling with some wholesale substitutions, but you mentioned all those players missing. B.J. Windhorst, the general of that. 3 straight Class 4A championships, and he retired on top. And congratulations to B.J. I know he's out and about, so someday we'll get him on.
Well, Coach Windhorst, you can feel the exhale, the pressure that you put on yourself, let alone, wanting the kids to succeed. Just a tremendous job by B.J. for so many years.
All right, Dowling with the ball. A shot no good by Baumhover, and then a loose ball foul in the backcourt on Dowling. I think they gave it to Oldfield. That'll be his second. Doggone football players go in there and they start committing fouls.
We're just a bunch of meatheads.
Well, that's you guys not getting them,
Oh, you get so used to contact for, 4 months in a row. And Leighton Oldfield was put in a position on our football team that was so different for him, and he did such a great job for us.
Absolutely. You guys coached him up. Not you, but the rest of the coaches on the offensive
Brady
side.
Walls.
Brady Walls.
Tremendous addition.
Ankeny's finest. Ankeny's finest. Now, I didn't say that about Coach Fontana.
Who's here tonight?
Oh, of course. No wrestling meet, that's why.
Yep.
51-23 Dowling over Valley in this boys contest. 2 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Earlier tonight, the Dowling girls are winners, 68-47. Second-ranked Dowling girls over fifth-ranked Valley in the Class 5A matchup. Underneath Baumhover, right block. Pass from Martins, gives it back to Martins. Valley stays 2-3 in this zone. And Martins pass underneath, stolen away by Valley. Here's Strawn with it in the front court.
And Valley's been able to settle into that zone. They've been really disruptive on the Maroons tonight. It's just the Maroons have done such a great job on transition.
Now they post Martins up, and a layup off the glass good by Keen Jorgensen. Jorgensen with his 9th point. The left-hander. There's Martins in the front court, 51-25 Dowling. Now corner three by Baumhover, good. Well, this time he didn't use the bunny hop. And he nails it. Jimmy with his first three of the year. The 6'4 senior who lives on the north side of Woodward, literally.
Nice to see Jimmy getting his shots in.
Long three up and good by Valley's Jack Tracy. Jack with his 7th three of the year, his first 3 points tonight. Now a steal by Valley. You getting a little sloppy for Dowling. Strong with the steal. Leaves it for Knapp for three. It's no good. Rebound Dowling. Ralston with the rebound. Out to Martins. Ralston, Martins, Baumhover, along with Davin Tritton, who's in there. And Oldfield. Long three up and no good by Dowling. Rebound Valley. Outlet pass goes to Knapp, and he can't handle the throw, and it's out of bounds. Another turnover by Valley.
Runs with a smaller lineup, settling for early shots. Probably not something Coach Einerson's looking for, but having a little wide lead, he can swallow it a little bit better. But I like to see the Maroons work the ball around, try to find an easier shot. Just don't go up for the three early in the possession.
Nate Jenkins now the quarterback of this team, and now they work underneath. A little up and under for Baumhover, up and good. Nice pass that time by, was that Tritton that got the pass?
It was I believe it was Ralston, and
Ralston with the pass underneath. And now Valley the other way, a three-pointer no good by Tracy. Rebound Dowling, outlet pass goes to Baumhover, but he is overthrown.
You go back to the play on the feed to Baumhover, who jumps, back to the rim and finds a way to not bring the ball down and find a reverse layup. Very athletic for Jimmy Baumhover.
Well, it looked so effortless because he was really going out of bounds, but he didn't have the momentum that you would think on that pass to take him out of bounds. It just lobbed it up there. Now a block shot by Jenkins the other way as Strawn has his shot blocked. Jenkins reverse layup no good, drew the foul. And let's see who they whistled on. They'll be on Tracy. It'll be Jack's first for Valley. Team foul number 2 on the Tigers. Dowling with 3 team fouls. 3 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. 56-28 Dowling. Free throws coming for Nate Jenkins. First one up and good. Nate, a 60% free throw shooter. I think that's 20% better than your average, Jimmy. Yeah, you were about under 40.
Well, at least in we shot the ball over our forehead where you had the granny shots back in your day.
You shot it underhand. No. Here's a half-court shot, no good. So Jenkins goes 1 for 2 at the free throw line. Our score at the end of 3 quarters of play, Dowling 57 and Valley 28. We'll return for the fourth quarter in 1 minute alongside Jimmy Cataldo, Mark Amadale, and you're listening to high school basketball. Dowling 57, Valley 28 in this boys game. Fourth quarter coming up along the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Jethro's Barbecue, our sponsor, serves up world-famous barbecue with oversized portions of slow-smoked meats. With locations across Iowa, Jethro's offers catering for your holiday party. As families come together this Christmas, Jethro's extends warm holiday greetings to everyone. Jethro'sDesMoines.com.
Programming supported in part by Skeffington's Formal Wear, in business since 1951 with locations in Des Moines, West Des Moines, Coralville, and Ankeny. Skeffington's Formal Wear, online at skeffingtons.com. Thank you, Skeffington's Formal Wear, for your support of Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for programming provided by Iowa Wealth Management, a fee-only investment advisory firm helping clients grow and protect their wealth, offering personalized investment strategies as well as financial and estate planning. Learn more at iowawealth.com, committed to creating peace and purpose in your finances.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Ashworth Vision Clinic. Complete eye exams, contact lenses, glasses, glaucoma testing, and urgent eye issues. 515-440-4610, ashworthvision.com.
Welcome back to the Dowling Gym, underway here in the fourth quarter. 57-28 Dowling, and now we've had a couple of fouls called here as we begin the fourth quarter. Mark Amadale, Jimmy Cataldo. Dowling girls a winner in game one, 68-47 over Valley, and here in game two, got another whistle and a foul. This will be the second foul in this possession. Tritton picked up one, and so did Baumhover. And
Maroons have 3 fouls.
3 fouls, and this foul will be on Sam Ralston.
35 seconds into the.
Yeah. So Valley's going to be in the bonus here, and 2 more fouls as a free throw good by Keen Jorgensen. He'll get another. Keen with 10 points. And the second one good. He's got 11. Jorgensen started a couple games for last year's state championship team, but he usually was a player coming off the bench for Coach Windhorst, and this year he's the lone guy with experience. Now Dowling on a backdoor cut, layup good. Nice cut by Davin Tritton, who picks up his first 2 points. 59-30 Dowling. 7 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter, and the Maroons now the bench is getting up. You'll see a lot more players get in. Valley with the ball. Noah Hager with it, number 24. Reverse layup, no good. Foul on Dowling. And Hager will go to the free throw line. No whistles. Ralston for his second. Got some numbers to look at through 3 quarters, Jimmy?
I think the Maroons, they're going to be sore at the end of the night. 52 shots they've put up through 3 quarters, 42% on those shots. 34 total rebounds, the Maroons. Just relentless, crashing the offensive board. 7 turnovers for the Maroons through 3 quarters. Valley, 12 of 35 through 3. 18 total rebounds to the Maroons 34. 16 turnovers is Valley through 3 quarters.
Valley 1 for 4 at the free throw line through 3 quarters, although Hager comes in and hits them both. He's got 2 points.
Every
Noah
foul
Hager
from here on out put by the Maroons puts Valley at the line and looking to crawl back into this game.
Minute and a half into the fourth quarter, and Dowling has 4 fouls. Now the Maroons with the ball. Layup good off the glass. Drew DeRocher with his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, getting some of the guys coming off the bench and loving to see their confidence to attack the basket. DeRocher high off the glass. Nice basket.
Kyler Caven in the lineup for Valley. Another senior, 5'9" senior. Hager is 6'1" senior. Both teams emptying their bench, and now Tracy backs in, loses the ball on the baseline, and goes out of bounds off of Valley, and Noah Hager will be Dowling basketball. Jimmy?
Jacob Wynn has checked in for the Maroons, along with Leighton Oldfield, Sam Ralston, and Davin Tritton is the Maroons lineup.
Dowling 9 of 13 at the line through 3 quarters unofficially. Now Dowling with the ball in the front court. Baseline now is Davin Tritton. It's cut off. Valley in the 2-3 zone. Ralston for 3, good. Top of the key for 3, Sam Ralston. His second 3 of the night and his 9th point of the contest. Or check that, his 6th point of the contest. 64-32 Dowling. Maroons have doubled the score. 5:45 to go. Getting close to the running clock. Corner 3 by Valley, no good. That's Will Clayton with the miss. Rebound Dowling. Maroons the other way. Shot off the glass, no good. And there's no Alfred Coley to slam it home.
No.
loose ball foul on someone.
I believe it goes on Jacob Wynn. Yep, Jacob Wynn gets the foul. Valley goes to the line.
Double bonus now for Valley. 15 foul on Dowling. They only took him 2.5 minutes. Wow.
Well, yeah, you get some of the bench players coming on out, and they're going to play aggressively. As we always say, take advantage of the minutes you got. Don't just stand around, move around. And these young Maroons are getting out there, getting after it.
All right, Hager back to the free throw line, makes the first. He's got 3 points. Tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio, brought to you in part by Construction Professionals, Catholic Tuition Organization, Skeffington's Formal Wear, and our thanks to Fast Signs and Clive. And the second free throw almost hung on the rim and falls through. 4 points now for Hager. He's 4 for 4 at the line. He's made all of his free throws, and it's 64-34, Dowling by 30. Dowling breaking the press. They get the ball underneath to Jacob Wynn. The ball out of bounds. Happy birthday shout out to Joe Teeling, the COO or the Grand Knight, whatever you want to call him. He is the one that has built Catholic Radio, Iowa Catholic Radio to be exact. So our happy birthday to the boss. Just saw him Tuesday night.
Yeah, it's so you. I mean, you're such a brown noser. Any way you got to slice it. God bless you. I know Christmas is coming up, and you're looking for that little extra bonus, and you got to give a shout out.
Back to the game. Oldfield with an offense. Oldfield with an offensive rebound. Did you put that down?
I did.
That's a football player, It's one of your guys, and it's up and good. Now Val the other way has her shot blocked, and here comes Ralston for 3, good in transition. Wow. Ralston with 9 points on a pair of on 3 threes. He's got 6 threes on the air. It's 69-34 Dowling. 1 point away from running clock. 4:35 remaining in the fourth quarter. Dowling 69, Valley 34. Yes, that score, I did not sneeze. That is correct. Valley with the ball, long 3 up, no good, off the mark. Hager with the miss, out of bounds to Valley.
Sam Ralston coming out. We talked early in the game about his role coming off the bench, not starting tonight, and some people react different ways to that. Do you come off the bench, come away from starting? And I think it's just a great role for Sam Ralston, and it took it very mature tonight. Nice move by Hager as he got loose on the left wing, took it in for the layup. Noah Hager with 6 points, his first field goal. 69-36 Dowling. Now Dowling, DeRocher thought about the 3, leaves it for Tritton for 3, and it's good. And I got to give him a 2-pointer. So his foot was on the line. Davin Tritton with 4 points tonight, 71-36 Dowling. Two teams will meet next month at the Valley Gym. Long 3, no good by Tracy. I think we're going to do the girls' game courtside, the boys' game, because you're coming and you're part of that football coaching You don't
staff
want me
at Dowling.
Anywhere near.
We're going to be up in the
chalkboard,
the rafters, this catwalk that we used to broadcast from back in Jimmy Nahas's day as a Dowling shooter.
Really?
Yeah, we used to be up there in the catwalk. I'll give you a tour next time if somebody gives me a key.
Well, they may ask me about heights. I mean, that's way up there.
Oh, yeah. Now they have no longer allowed that because it's a hazard. And literally it is. They had to shut it down, and I don't think there's any way you can get up there. But I can show you where we used to broadcast from. 71-36 Dowling. Maroons with the basketball. 15 on the shot clock. They work underneath to Oldfield. His shot is blocked. And pass stolen away by Valley and Will Clayton. And the Tigers lose it at half court, and they're going to give it to Dowling and say it went off of a Valley player. So keeping track of the turnovers there, Chief.
We are, and the Maroons are rolling with their defense tonight. Up and down their lineup has put on really a show defensively.
They are in the passing
which coach do we give credit to? I mean, which I don't know. Einertson talked about how he's kind of handled the offensive side of things.
Long 3, no good by Valley and Jack Gale, who's in there.
Is it Nicholson? I don't know.
Nicholson's defensive coach, yes. So Zach could be it. He's also one of your football coaches. There's a shot in the lane. It's no good by Jack Gale of Valley. Rebound Dowling, and here is Baumhofer with it. With 1:50 to play, 71-36 Dowling. Now they get it inside. Ball tipped away, but Wynn has it. Jacob down the lane. Can't get off a shot. Leaves it for DeRocher. DeRocher in the lane. Bodies up, and his shot blocked. Blocked by Hager, and a rebound out to Dowling. Ball loose on the floor. Stolen away by the Tigers. Here's TJ Williams with it. His shot no good. And bodies fly all over the place. Good hustle by Williams. And we got a whistle and a foul on Dowling. 2 free throws coming for the Valley Tigers and TJ Williams, who was also part of that football team. One of those linebackers that you had to navigate through, Mr. Cataldo.
Valley had a solid football team this year.
Unbelievable.
year after year, Coach Joensen there's a lot of respect for their coaching staff at Valley. Just big-time rivals, but all in all, good guys over there.
First free throw good by Williams. Second one no good. Foul was on Oldfield, his third of Dowling. Maroons get the rebound. Got Willie Thornton, defensive coordinator, not on the basketball staff this year. Had to take a break. Coach told me beforehand, Coach Ricky, the new coach, said, hey, I think his wife had some influence on that. And now Baumhover gets loose on the left side. Layup good by Jimmy. He's got 7 points. Valley the other way, a long three. It's no good. Nathan Dahlstrom in there. Rebound Dowling. Maroons all the way coast to coast. Wind shot no good. Rebound comes out to Williams. TJ on the dribble in the front court. Leaves it for Clayton for three. Good. Will Clayton with his second three of the season. First tonight. 73-40 Dowling. With 33 seconds remaining. Shot clock still on. We haven't had one shot clock violation in the boys' game, right, Jimmy?
Not one. And
we didn't have any in the girls, so that's one of the few nights. And now Dowling navigating through the lane. That is Drew DeRocher, and he drew the foul.
It's the kind of game that Dowling hopes to play night in and night out. I think Ankeny Centennial did a really nice job against them Tuesday night, working the shot down to the end and making the Maroons run an offense set. And that's hard. You got to have a lot of patience, but defense really causes that. And tonight, everybody kind of got out and ran tonight. Valley didn't get to their zone until later in the first half and continued to do it to the second half. It had some success against the Maroons when they could set it up.
DeRocher misses both free throws, but Valley turns the ball over at half court. Ball stolen away by Oldfield. Layton with it. Final 10 seconds. 73-40 as Dowling's going to dribble out the end of the game. A couple football players going at it, and that'll do it. Final score, Dowling 73, the Valley Tigers 40. Congratulations to head coach Justin Einertson as the Dowling boys now improve their record to 4-0. They are preseason ranked number 7 on one of the early polls. Nothing official from the Boys Association, which will happen later, I think right before Christmas. But the final, Dowling 73 and the Valley Tigers 40. You hit it, Coach. Maroons held Valley to 40 points, and the other night they held Centennial to 42 points.
Right.
And
we've seen Dowling's defense just to be suffocating at times, especially playing at home.
That's a good word for it.
They play so fast and they play so with so much control where they're not getting any fouls, and it's tough. And Valley was on the back end of this, and the Maroons causing 19 turnovers. I have unofficially for Valley, and a lot of that has to go to defense and what they did.
All right, we're going to take a 2-minute break. Want to appreciate Aiden Pugh, who is our studio producer, also is part of the morning show on Iowa Catholic Radio, 7 to 8 a.m. Monday through Friday. He and Bo Bonner and Cast of Thousands do a great job with the morning, and Aiden provides a lot of the weather updates. Don't like it right now, but can't shoot the messenger, so appreciate Aiden pulling double duty tonight as the Dowling boys a winner. 73-40 the final, Dowling over Valley. In the boys contest, girls game, won by Dowling, 68-47. Second-ranked Dowling girls over fifth-ranked Valley. Dowling girls record now 7-0 on the season. Valley girls fall to 3-2. And for the Valley boys, they are now 0-4 after being the 3-time defending state champions in Class 4A. Well, they're 0-4 right now, and the Dowling boys are 4-0. So we'll take a break, come back after this 2-minute break. We'll have our post-game show. We'll hopefully catch up with head coach Justin Einertson. You never know what player may show up. So stay tuned here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
It's time to man up. Mondays at 9 a.m. Central. Man Up with Joe Stopulos on Iowa Catholic Radio and on demand on the Iowa Catholic Radio app. This is Iowa Catholic Radio, connecting people to Christ.
Iowa Catholic Radio is supported by our listeners and business underwriters as we connect people to Christ while bridging the gap between the church and the marketplace, seeking God in both. If you own a business that you'd like to use to help further this mission, email me, august@iowacatholicradio.com, and we encourage you to thank the many businesses who choose to underwrite programming on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network. Your presence is vital as we participate in the church and the marketplace, seeking God in both.
Fast Signs is a custom sign and visual solutions company with an extensive selection of digital signage, interior and exterior signs, banners, and vehicle wraps. Learn more at fastsigns.com. Thank you, Fast Signs in Clive, for your support of Iowa Catholic Radio.
The Catholic Tuition Organization, your sponsor today, supports worthy students wanting a Catholic education. Gifts to CTO are first monies applied to tuition expenses in the Diocese of Des Moines. That means other sources of support will go further. Donations to CTO earn a 75% Iowa tax credit. If you give $1,000, you receive a tax credit of $750. Pledge or donate online at ctoiowa.org. The bottom line, it's for the kids and their futures.
Support for programming is provided by Construction Professionals, serving customers through a proven process, creating unique design, functionality, and artistic beauty. Construction Professionals is a Catholic family business built on a strong foundation. cpcustomhomes.com.
The radio home for your Dowling Catholic Maroons. 105.5 KIHS, Perry, Des Moines. IowaCatholicRadio.com and the Iowa Catholic Radio mobile app. Encounter Jesus.
KIHS, Perry, KDVM, Mason City, KCSL, Spencer.
And welcome back to the Dowling Gym alongside Jimmy Cataldo, Mark Amadale, as Dowling a winner tonight in both games of the girl-boy doubleheader over their arch rival of West Des Moines, the Valley Tigers. 73-40 the final in the boys contest. In the girls game, Dowling winning 68-47 alongside Jimmy Cataldo, Mark Amadale waiting on Coach Einerson and maybe a player or two on the post-game show as we total up our numbers. But Jimmy, I'll tell you what, I might have got sloppy at times, but Dowling's defense, they hold Centennial to 42 points Tuesday night, and they hold Valley to 40 points tonight.
Well, it's been the recipe for success this early season, and they really haven't been challenged except for in Centennial the other night. Things are going to turn remarkably different in the next week to come.
Yes, it is.
With a couple powerhouses that the Maroons are going to face, but coming through the first four games with two of your biggest players, not seeing any minutes, Coach Einerson's got to feel very, very good about where his team's at and the experience that some of these kids are getting that may pay off later in the year.
No question about it, as Dowling had three players in double figures tonight and two more that nearly got into double figures. But what a win for Dowling, especially at home. As you saw the schedule, Jimmy, there's not going to be a whole lot of home games coming up because of the schedule, and obviously the athletic directors with a software company kind of make up the schedule and they spit it out. Well, we've had several home games this month. Now we're going to go on a 6-game road trip starting Tuesday at Johnson and Friday 1 week from night at Waukee, and we'll be on the road with them. But that could get real interesting when you're on the road. But teams are used to each other's gyms to a certain extent. They played there.
I think if I'm a Dowling coach, I'm embracing the away games coming up because you haven't had many. Just one. Didn't play very well on the road against Centennial. So, getting out and getting on the road, getting different sights on the basket is only going to make your team a little bit better, and it's going to be some growing pains for them. They got some youth coming off the bench, but gosh, their senior leadership this year, Jenkins, Martins, Keelis, have been tremendous in the first four games and are only going to get better with the advent of Charlie Crane, Maddox Coppola in the coming week.
Well, it's good to see them both dressed. Crane and Coppola were dressed tonight, went through warm-ups, but they're both recovering from injuries. And, when you do that, then –
which, tells me that they're getting some light practice in, too. So they're getting some a different competitive vibe in shooting the balls and getting themselves geared up for hopefully a heck of a season when they get brought into the lineups.
Absolutely. As we're joined now by head coach Justin Einerson and one of the players, Nate Jenkins, you go by Nate or Nathan, Coach Anderson? What are you guys calling?
Nathan.
Nathan? Oh, you're saying that.
Call him Nate.
Nate, okay. Welcome, Nate. How you doing?
Pretty good.
You are so steady. This is the steady guy that's calm, cool, collected. You didn't bring any of that stuff from Johnson over here when you transferred over. He's just calm, cool, and steady. You're overcoming, Coach Nate Haas and a couple of the coaches. You've overcome that, so I credit that to you, son.
For sure.
All right. Coach Anderson, what do you think? Nice defensive effort. Hold Centennial to 42, and you hold this Valley team to 40 points tonight. Who's the defensive coach?
Zach Nicholson, and then Sam Young does a lot of our scouting.
Okay, so we got to give him credit.
Set up. Those guys have had an unbelievable week. I don't think we've had a defensive week like we've had, and battling some of the injuries. Obviously, we've had guys out all year, but 2 new additions with Alfred spraining his ankle yesterday, and then Evan with the toe injury. We just weren't sure what we were going to have, so we had very serious defensive practices this week. And it was really paying off. It's been fun to watch.
How about the lady right in front of us, the trainer, Sarah Mashad, getting some of these guys ready? Huh?
Nobody better. We're keeping her extremely busy.
Well, you are the girls' coaches.
Yeah.
They've had a few run-ins with injury, so yeah, I bet you have. But well, good win. What a Dowling Valley. You got the rivalry. Great crowd.
Incredible.
And you led at halftime, and boy, you took control of the game right from the get-go. Kept aggressive. Yeah, so there were some turnovers, and Jimmy talked a little bit about that, but they were aggressive turnovers and just kept playing. And I'll tell you what, defensively, you were in a lot of passing lanes, a lot of deflected balls, and that's a mark of somebody that's a team that's in it. They're in it.
That's kind of cool to see from my perspective. So we have a lot of chemistry as a staff, and sometimes it shows really well on the defensive end. And Noah and Nate in those passing lanes in the second quarter, all that stuff was planned and repped and rewatched and filmed today during shoot-around. So shout out to the guys for taking the scouting report and putting it into action.
Well, that too, and one thing I want to bring up, I didn't against Lincoln, and Jimmy can attest to this a little bit. We were talking about getting to the free throw line.
Yep.
Winning the game, but also getting the free throw line. There were games where they went the line 5 times. May have won, lost a lot of those. This is going back a few years.
Yeah.
Now you're getting the free throw line a lot. That's the aggressiveness of guys like Nate Jenkins, we're going to talk to here in a moment. But getting to the line is very important in this game.
Yeah, I think that's just a system change. I recognize the weakness that I had in my offensive system, and the guys have a lot more freedom, but they also have a lot more ability to get in the paint now. So, shout out to them for buying in, but they're also really strong. So anytime they get an advantage on a dribble and they get on somebody's hip, there's almost nothing that those guys can do in some games. So shout out to them.
The thing I was so impressed with your team tonight is the ability to get offensive rebounds. Was incredible in the first half. We had you guys 23 total rebounds in the first half, and half of those came on offensive rebounds. And then you were able to shoot 17 more shots than Valley in the first half, and a lot of that was second chance points. So, Alfred Coley is just a huge, huge presence in the middle. But Nate Jenkins and some of those other guys understanding their roles, attacking the basket, finding those easy shots, and your team took advantage of them tonight.
Wolfpack rebounding, right, Nate?
Yep. It's definitely built some toughness there.
So Nate, you're coming into your senior year, played a lot of minutes last year as a junior, averaging a little over 9 points tonight, and I think, or 9 points on the season, but your points have been quiet. You're hitting 3-point shots on kickouts, and I think you've just been, what Mark had been saying, you've just been so steady throughout this year. Talk about your role as a senior and your leadership as a captain.
Yeah, so, we got some great offensive guys like Noah and Gio that can fill it up on every night. So I know not necessarily on offense I need to fill it up every night, but just helping out where I can, fast breaks, steals, making open threes. That's kind of my role on offense, and then I can help out more on the defensive end and kind of let them do their thing on offense and just get the looks that come to me, don't force anything, and let them find me.
I think the change that you made in your starting lineup tonight, bringing Evan Mitchell into the starting lineup, having Sam Ralston come off the bench, was really good for both of those individuals. And I think Sam found a great role coming off the bench. But now playing with 3 guards instead of 4 really gives some freedom to Nate, Gio, Noah to play a little bit more, a lot more movements in a 3-guard offense rather than a 4-guard. But Ralston coming off the bench was big, and I think he found his role. But Nate, I think offensively, you don't need to be the straw that stirs the drink night in, night out, but you're going to need to be stepping up as these weeks come on. Talk about next week and the games you got in front of you and how you guys are going to approach Johnston on Tuesday and then big one next Friday against Waukee.
Yeah, I mean, those are arguably our 2 biggest games of the season so far, so it's good we got the big win tonight, get some momentum going into next week. We know Johnston's going to be a battle defensively. We know Waukee's one of the best teams in the state. It's just, we know we got a big week ahead of us, but we've just been taking it one day at a time, get better at practice on Sunday, get better at practice on Monday, and then play harder on Tuesday.
Going to Johnston, huh? You got where all the dead bodies are, because I think you started your career there before you moved over to the best part of West Des Moines. And
sure.
So congratulations on that. But talk about going over there. You know a few of those guys because you probably grew up with them and went through middle school, elementary, middle school, and part of high school.
Yeah, I know all those guys. It'll be fun going over there. The high school is right across the street from my house. I see it every day. Just get a nice reminder every day. So it'll be good. Step in that gym, see what I can do. Put on a show.
Put on a show.
Coach Anderson, what can you say about this young man since he came in the program?
One of my favorite things about basketball is that, you can have a guy that fills it up and you think, okay, that's their key guy. We give Nate the toughest assignment every single night, and it's on the defensive end. And we really wear him out. One of the nice things about playing 2 bigs was we actually had a sub out of those guards, and I thought it kept everybody a little bit more fresh. But Nate's got a tough job, but he doesn't just, I just saw him close out about 15 to 18 feet and then rebound down against the big and get a rebound in the second quarter. I mean, that's really hard to teach. We try, we really do, but it's just a guy that wants to win, super competitive, great leader. He's found his voice this year, so there's not a single person in the CIML I would rather have come over here as a sophomore than Nate Jenkins. I'm extremely happy he did.
Hey, you got the 3-point. We got fouled on the 3-point attempt. Made 2 of 3 at the free throw line, and I know you can shoot 3.
Yeah.
You just haven't got getting in rhythm and all that. And maybe Tuesday might be breakout night.
Sounds like it.
I think it will. All right, Nate. Before we let you go, because I know you want to get showered up and everything, we appreciate Coach Anderson bringing you out here. But any shout outs out there to? You can mention a few people in Johnston. We don't mind, but your parents and grandparents, anybody like that?
Just want to shout out my grandparents. They've been very supportive this season. Came to a lot of games, so really appreciate all the support. My uncle Jamie has been texting me before every game. I love that. So
where's he live at?
Newton.
Okay.
So just a lot of support from family members all over. It's really nice to get.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Nate Jenkins, thanks for all you do. A senior, and as Coach Cataldo said, one of the captains. You along with Maddox Coppola, who we hope to see back here soon.
It's soon.
Mm-hmm. Soon. They were warming up. They had warm-ups on for the first time.
It's good to have him out there.
Did you guys get after Charlie Crane and Maddox Coppola for seeing them?
They're always getting after Charlie Crane, so that's a given.
We give Charlie a hard time, but hopefully it builds some toughness. He likes it. He's starting to – I mean, you never want to say an injury is a good thing, but I feel like he's really learned a lot from the sideline, and he's matured a lot, which is a big thing for him. And I think he's gonna be really special when he comes back, and he could take us to a even higher level than we are right now.
Can he get any higher off above the rim than Coley?
No.
I mean, Alfred has just been an animal under there.
He can fly. I mean, I threw him the lob on the third
I saw
quarter.
that, yeah.
I kind of forgot he had a bad ankle, so that was a little bit my fault. But he still scored, so.
It was ambitious, Nate.
Yeah.
It was ambitious.
I just, we were up. I wanted to bring the house down.
and I hope to goodness you let him know. There's nothing better than senior leadership, get a little bit of cha-cha to the younger guys. I said, my goodness, I put it at the rim for you. And I mean, it was a highlight reel, and he took it away from you.
It would have been nice to have, but, as ambitious, like Coach said, I should have been thinking about his ankle, but,
But it shows a little bit insight of this basketball team, the unselfishness that you guys have played with, and challenged the other night against Yankee Centennial, and you're going to go on the road next week. So it's the maturity of this team. You can see it in just four games, and it's just only going to get better through more and more minutes as you and some of the other guys getting back.
For sure.
Yeah. Nate Jenkins and. appreciate you coming on. Best of luck next week. Don't overdo it there. I know there can be some, we won't call it trash talking, but I'm sure there'll be some conversations up and down the court.
Yeah.
Keep it clean, keep it real, because we want you in the game, and they can foul out or do whatever, right?
Thank you.
There's a lot of respect shared between those two programs, so we know it's going to be a battle, but we're similar in a lot of ways too.
That's
so
great.
It should be fun.
That's great. All right, Nate. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. Well, Coach Henderson, we'll let you have the last word as we send this guy off to the showers. But your thoughts on next week, getting ready for Johnson Tuesday night and good old Waukee on Friday on the road.
Yeah, there's a lot of prep. We've already started. Our coaching staff already has a email and chat going and scouting report on Johnston. So, tomorrow's going to be a big day for us. We were going to practice. We took the day off and pushed it to Sunday just because of the snow, but it also gives us a chance to really dive in and, see if there's any tricks that we can learn. But, big shout out to not just the guys who really, really like each other, and that's obvious, but the entire coaching staff buckling down after Tuesday night. I thought, you weren't there Tuesday. I would have given the staff a huge shout out. Like down the line, game management, defensive game plan, mentality. It was unbelievable from every single assistant. So I'm pretty lucky to be in the position I am to have those guys around me every day, and we're excited to get back to work tomorrow.
You're talking about Coach O'Hare too?
Yeah, he's been awesome as a management guy. There were some situations where it gets to a point when you're not scoring for 8-9 possessions. What do you run? And he's got a very good sense of who needs to be getting touches where.
Sure.
And it's helpful, because as a coach, there's a million things you're thinking about as a head coach, and I'm able to hand different tasks off to different guys, and they're all really good at these roles, third year in where we're all together. So it's exciting to be around every day.
As Jimmy and I watch you coach and on your bench, you have your defensive guy.
Yep.
If it's a defense situation, coach the huddle, and you're always involved with interacting with all the coaches, including O'Hare and Nahas, which
Everybody's got a role.
Find amazing. But
Nahas is like the big whisperer. And,
I know that.
Honestly, Charlie Crane and Alfred Coley have developed quite a bit for a lot of reasons, but Jim's a big reason too. Jim's great with mentality and simple things, daily work down there. So he's done a great job.
Yeah, he did. I just remember
he's got a little experience, 28 years here.
Yeah, I remember sitting next to the bench in those sophomore games for, 6-7 years we were together, and he said, Emma, when's the last time we scored? I said, last week. And that was not a
That's
right
how it felt
answer,
Tuesday.
And he says, well, we got to run something, we've got to score, and just exactly what you talked about. All right. Well, Coach Henderson.
Yeah, Reese wants to give a shout-out.
Go ahead, Reese.
Hi, Grandma.
Oh.
She's been waiting.
You did a good job.
You want to say hi to Grandma, too? Okay, Bo's going to be quiet.
Now, a year ago, we couldn't get her to do that. Oops.
Yeah, Bo's getting there. Bo wants to yell anything but that, so we got to keep him away from mics.
All right. Well, we appreciate all you do, Coach. We look forward to seeing you Tuesday night, and we'll be with you until the Christmas break. So, be an interesting week as we go on the road for the next, I think, 6 or 7 games. I know you got a home game on
Road
Saturday.
Warriors, let's get it.
You bet. All right, Coach Anderson, congratulations on the win.
Thanks, guys.
All right, Justin Anderson, Dowling boys basketball coach, following Dowling's win tonight over the Valley Tigers by the score of 73-40, and we're going to take our final break and come back and wrap things up. We'll go through the final scoring in this contest alongside Jimmy Cataldo and Mark Amadale. Our thanks to Noah Martins, or check that, Nate Jenkins, and Coach Justin Anderson for being our guest on the postgame show. Back in 1 minute following Dowling's win 68-47 over Valley in the girls' game and 73-40 in the boys' game on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Thank you for your support of Iowa Catholic Radio. Did you know when you support Iowa Catholic Radio, you can make your donation go farther by asking your employer about matching gifts? Ask your employer about matching gifts, and thank you for supporting Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for programming provided by Iowa Wealth Management, a fee-only investment advisory firm helping clients grow and protect their wealth, offering personalized investment strategies as well as financial and estate planning. Learn more at iowawealth.com, committed to creating peace and purpose in your finances.
Programming supported in part by Skeffington's Formal Wear, in business since 1951 with locations in Des Moines, West Des Moines, Coralville, and Ankeny. Skeffington's Formal Wear, online at skeffingtons.com. Thank you, Skeffington's Formal Wear, for your support of Iowa Catholic Radio. Support for programming is provided by Construction Professionals, serving customers through a proven process, creating unique design, functionality, and artistic beauty. Construction Professionals is a Catholic family business built on a strong foundation. cpcustomhomes.com.
And welcome back to the post-game show here on Iowa Catholic Radio. Final segment tonight as we cap off a doubleheader victory for Dowling Catholic in one of their final home games of the 2025 portion of the basketball season. Alongside Jimmy Cataldo, Mark Amadale, final in the boys game, Dowling 73, Valley 40. Maroons improve their record to 4-0. Valley falls to 0-4, the three-time defending state champs, looking for their first win of the season. And for Dowling Catholic in the girls game, Maroons win it 68-47 over Valley. Dowling will travel to Johnston this coming Tuesday night, and then they'll follow up with a game at Waukee next Friday night. For the Valley Tigers, up next for them, they will take on Urbandale next Tuesday at the Valley Gym. And that's Valley boys and girls. The Valley girls are traveling up to Iowa Central College tomorrow, weather permitting, and they'll be part of a tournament up there at Iowa Central Community College in Fort Dodge. And they take on, I think, Spirit Lake tomorrow. So that's on the horizon. Big news around here, the Johnston girls have now won 58 games in a row. They have a 60-game home winning streak, and that'll all be on the line Tuesday night as Dowling goes up to Johnston for a girl-boy doubleheader. And get there early, Jimmy. I know you come late, but get there early. It's going to be packed. That'll be a great environment.
We talked. It's the matchup I think the entire state, and certainly Central Iowa, has been looking forward to. And being a midweek game, you think, goodness, how strong is the crowd going to be? And you got to expect that it's probably going to be pretty big on both sides. Everybody wanted to see this matchup. I mean, both teams have some elite of women playing this game, and should be really, really fun to see. Interesting that the Maroons, and I imagine Johnson, I'm not sure what their schedule is, but Maroons have finals next week. And to go through that and getting out of your routine a little bit, not an opportune time, but it's early in the season.
That certainly is. And just a clarification, the Valley girls play 9th-ranked Spirit Lake out of Class 3A, 5 o'clock tomorrow at Iowa Central Community College in Fort Dodge. I'm going to put out there weather permitting because we've got some weather coming in, and that doesn't make driving any easier. As you know, Mr. Cataldo, on your 3.5-hour excursion from South Dakota today, maybe it was 4 hours from South Dakota. All right, let's take a look at scoring. These are all unofficial. We'll start with the visitors from West Des Moines Valley. They were led in scoring by Eddie Heibels and Keen Jorgensen with 11 points each unofficially. 6 points for Noah Hager off the bench. And then rounding out scoring for Valley, 4 points for Braden Schoborough, and 3 points each for Ryder Knapp, Jack Tracy, and Will Clayton, and 1 point for Tyree Williams. Valley went 8 of 12 from the free throw line. For Dowling Catholic, the Maroons had 3 players in double figures, led by Alfred Coley with 13 points, Noah Martins and Gio Keelis with 11 points each. Rounding out scoring for Dowling, Sam Ralston off the bench tonight with 9 points. 7 points each for Evan Mitchell and Jimmy Baumhover. 4 points for Davin Tritton. And 2 points each for Drew DeRocher and Leighton Oldfield. Dowling 9 of 15 from the free throw line unofficially. The Maroons led 39-15 at halftime and went on to win 73-40. So that'll wrap things up. Coach Cataldo, anything final before we cut loose, before the janitors unplug us?
Sure, they're going to soon, but extremely impressed with Dowling's defensive effort tonight. And if they can show up and bring that type of effort Tuesday night, Johnson's going to be in for a battle. 2 really good teams going at each other next Tuesday night, and it should be fun to watch.
Yeah, it should be, and we'll be there on Iowa Catholic Radio with both games for the doubleheader Tuesday and Friday at Waukee. Jimmy, thanks for all you do, and travel safe out there, especially during these actual winter conditions that we are getting. We're experiencing winter unlike we did last year.
Yeah, every day, and keep plugging through and showing up for these games and having a lot of fun doing this.
Yep, great crowd tonight. Hats off to the Dowling and Valley fans for showing up here at the Dowling Gym. Quite a day for Dowling. They had their candlelighting ceremony earlier this afternoon. Beautiful ceremony that they do all year. And, of course, the girls hosted the youth basketball night, DCBC program, so they were up signing posters in the cafeteria. So that'll wrap things up. I want to thank Athletic Director Tom Wilson, who made an appearance after his postseason shoulder surgery that he had after the football championship. So Tom Wilson, Colleen Webb, Jared Herring, appreciate all they do. And, of course, our studio producer tonight, Aiden Pugh. And our thanks to Matt Wilcom, Deacon Mark Campbell back at the Iowa Catholic Radio Studios for all they do. Our head coaches tonight want to thank Matt Utoff, the girls coach at Valley, and Brian Rickey, the boys' first-year coach at Valley, and, of course, their athletic director, Zach Senren, and everybody at Valley. And, of course, Christian Meyer, Justin Anderson, the Dowling coach, appreciate that, all they do, and reaching out to them and having them part of our broadcast. Our next high school sports broadcast on Iowa Catholic Radio will be this coming Tuesday night, December 16th, Dowling at Johnson. We'll have the girl-boy doubleheader beginning at 6 o'clock with their pregame show. Girls will tip off at 6:15, boys to follow at 7:45 from the Johnson High School gym. Join Mike Burkert, Jimmy Cataldo, and me for the broadcast this coming Tuesday night. All right, the final scores for the final time, as I try to put everything away, and I got to get it back out. In the girls' contest, it was the Dowling girls a winner by the score of 68-47 over the Valley Tigers. In the boys' game, it was Dowling 73 and Valley 40. So for Aiden Pugh, our student producer, this is Mark Amadeo saying goodnight and so long from the Dowling Gym. Have a safe and blessed, faith-filled weekend.
Dowling Catholic Basketball and Iowa Catholic Radio has been brought to you by Ashworth Vision Clinic, Construction Professionals, Fast Signs, the Catholic Tuition Organization, Skeffington's Formal Wear, Iowa Wealth Management, and Bosun the Florist. Please support the businesses that underwrite Iowa Catholic Radio. The preceding has been a Dowling Catholic Sports presentation on Iowa Catholic Radio.